Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Today we are opening Panini Contenders 2023 Football, a blaster box of this product. Lots of good rookies in here. You can see most of them on the box cover, in fact. It's we have here Bijan Robinson, of course, Jahmyr Gibbs, Anthony Richardson, Puka Nacua, and Zay Flowers, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. And plenty of other rookies in here as well, but it's a pretty good rookie class. Lots of good players in here. We should find an auto or a mem card in this box, which is one of the reasons I was excited to get this. Also, several different kinds of inserts. So we should find 7 inserts or parallels in this box. Not a ton of cards in here. I believe it's, what does it say? It does not even tell us how many cards are in here, but opened one of these a little while on the show when these first came out. It's 8 cards per pack, 5 packs per box, so that's about 850 cards. Maybe that's more cards than I thought there would be in here. I don't know. I'm not very good with math. If you watch the channel, you know that my math skills are not what they should be for someone of my advanced years. I've never been good at math, though. It's not like it's senility setting in. It's just my math skills have never been good. As always, practice good knife safety. Keep these blades out of the reach of small children and guys named Puka. Puka and knives do not mix is how I feel about it. Panini Contenders, it tells us again what the product is, and it also shows us that they can put more air in the box than packs. I will rail against these practices of not putting very many packs in the box till my dying day, whenever that may be, hopefully a long, long, long time from now in the future. So we got 5 packs as promised. I cannot tell based upon the weight or feel of any of these packs which one might hold the mem card. It's kind of hard to tell. It might be that one. I don't know. I really can't tell. It doesn't seem like there's any way to tell, so I'm just going to leave these in the order they are. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Hope you're having a good week so far. Decided to do football product today because football season is in full swing. We are now entering week 5 of the football season. Some of the teams are even going into their bye weeks already, so you know we have been playing some football for a while. I have not watched many of this weekend's games. I watched 2 or 3 of them, including the Saints-Falcons game, which was recommended to me by Surf North. I assume that's what you want. I never know what he wants me to call him. He has several different aliases that he goes by. I'm going to call him Surf North. Anyway, he always recommends which game was most competitive that he knows about, and he's usually right on the mark, and he was with this one as well. As a really good game, very competitive. Came down to the final seconds of the game. Mrs. Cardwolf was actually watching like the last quarter or so of the game with me, which she doesn't usually do, but it was that much of a nail biter. So it was a lot of fun, and I certainly appreciate that advice. I'm going to try to watch the Chiefs game tonight and maybe the Ravens game tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. I normally really watch them once the kids are in bed. Sometimes the pack opening machine joins me for a little while. We start off this pack in this box with Derrick Henry, who is a Raven now. He is not a Titan any longer. He is a Raven. He's been doing pretty well this season, which I am delighted to see, being a Ravens fan. We got Jair Alexander, a shutdown corner in years past. I'm not sure if he still is, but he was in years past. Are these all going to be upside down like that? I don't really enjoy that. Hassan Reddick. Yep, these are all, every other card upside down. Great assortment, Panini. Way to go. Joe Burrow with the Snow Tiger apparel on there. That's probably not what they call it, but that's what I'm going to call it. We got Jalen Waddle, great wide receiver for the Dolphins. I get confused when I see Jalen Waddle and Dolphins because my daughter, who is 3, has a favorite plush penguin pal. There's some alliteration for you today, kids. A favorite plush penguin pal, and its name is Waddle. And so whenever I see Waddle now, I immediately think of the penguin, but then it's Dolphins. It's all very confusing when you're a parent. Do not worry. It'll just work itself out. It's okay. Desmond Ridder, who I don't know if he's even in football any longer, and Shaq Leonard, very good. He's pictured with the Colts, but noted with the Eagles, so very confusing card. But he's a very good defensive man. And draft class card of Stetson Bennett the 4th. Yes, Stetson Bennett, ladies. If you've got a problem, call Stetson Bennett and he'll work you out. He's like a fixer. That's how I think of Stetson Bennett. I make up fictional occupations for certain sports figures just based on their name. Think of Stetson Bennett as being a fixer for hire living in the big city of Houston. Even though he's not playing for Houston, I understand that, but that's where he belongs with a name like that. Start this one off with Brock Purdy, not a rookie card, but I believe 2023 would be a second-year card for Brock, who is one of the better quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion. Flip this over and see Dak Prescott, another awfully good quarterback, and Von Miller, who is playing yet another season for the Bills. From what I understand, his contract will go on for a while. Jimmy G, who is now a backup for the Rams, I believe, if I'm remembering that right. Jimmy G, once again, a backup. He was Tom Brady's backup for quite a while, and now he's a backup for Stafford. DeAndre Hopkins and Christian Watson, who was, I believe, injured quite badly, at least from what I saw. That was one of the few games that I watched. I did watch at least part of that Packers-Vikings game. It was turning into a rout, so I turned it off. And then we get a red parallel of Joey Bosa, great pass rusher for the Chargers. Hoping to watch that Chargers-Chiefs game tonight and see how that goes. Speaking of Chargers, LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great running backs of his era. LaDainian Tomlinson was a beast of a running back. You could not bring that guy down without some sort of heavy equipment. He was a really, really good running back. We got Drake London here. Excellent wide receiver. Caught a ton of passes the other night in that Saints-Falcons game. Really good wide receiver on his way to an all-pro season, I predict. Fui Olokun there for Jacksonville, and Christian McCaffrey, who I think is scheduled to come back from his injury this coming weekend, I think, if I have that right. Of course, that stuff fluctuates and changes, so what do I know? Micah Parsons and Ramondre Stevenson. We've got Josh Jacobs here, who is no longer with the Raiders. Jacobs, of course, with the Packers, and not having a great season. I feel like Jacobs has been kind of a letdown as far as his production this season. It just has not been what you would expect for all the money they paid for, high-end free agent running back. We got a round numbers card with Will Levis and Joey Porter Jr. I'm not sure how those two players are related, but there you have it. And we have here another red parallel. It's a rookie card, too, of Luke Schoonmaker. I believe is a tight end, if I'm remembering correctly. You think they'd have his position on the card, but it doesn't say. I believe he's a tight end. Yeah, combo tight end. So I got that right. Put that over here. Did I put the other? I don't think I put the other red parallel in a separate stack. I'll do that now. Penultimate pack here. Like I said, not too many cards in here. Only about 40 cards, but pretty nice cards. I like the design on these. I said that the last time we opened them. I thought I like the design. I know some people don't like these ticket designs that they use for these cards. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't understand. Somebody once told me what all of this stuff means, and it does have something to do with the player. It's a secret fact that Panini doesn't tell people, but people have figured out. I think this tells you how tall the guy is, maybe? No, that can't be right. I think that's his number. There's 6 and 6, and then 60. That I don't know what that is. And then 170 is his weight. I'm pretty sure I got that right. No, that doesn't seem right either. Well, I guess he could be 170. Devontae Smith, wide receiver. Yeah, he could be 170. What the heck is the 60, though? I don't know what the 60 is. I thought maybe it was... Oh, it's probably his height. He's probably 6 foot nothing. I bet that's his height. Because I'm looking at this Bosa card back here, and he probably does weigh 280. He's probably 6'5", and his number is obviously 97. I'm going to go with that, and let's see if it holds true for the rest of the cards in here now that we've cracked the code. He is numbered 1, Jamar Chase, who believes himself to be the number 1 wide receiver in the league. I'm sure of that, but I don't think he is actually the number 1 wide receiver. That's my impression. He's 6 foot nothing, and he weighs 201. I think we've cracked the code. That's what I think has gone on here. We got Matt Stafford, who weighs 220, which kind of seems like a lot for a quarterback. 220, doesn't that seem like a lot? I don't know. That's just me, though. Flip this over and see Kyler Murray, and we got Michael Pittman Jr., who weighs 223, is 6'4", and is number 11 on the field there. Why isn't this in focus? I don't know what's going on here. Sorry about that. Anyway, there's Michael Pittman. Flip this one over, and we got T.J. Watt, 252, 6'4", and number 90. And Mike Gesicki, good Good receiver there. And we got Keaton Mitchell, who is a running back. He's apparently a rookie stallion. Yes. Keaton Mitchell. He's the rookie stallion for the Ravens. He's a running back, and he's a good one. But I believe he's injured. I think he has been injured since the end of last season, and I think he will be coming back mid-season, if I'm remembering right. Anyway, that's a nice insert. I like that one. Last pack. We've done a lot of good work here today. We've cracked the code on these random numbers that are not so random on the bottom of these Panini cards, these select cards for us. We've also seen some inserts, and we've done all kinds of good work here today. We got Stephon Diggs, who is not a Bill anymore. Stephon Diggs, I think, is he with the Texans? I think that's where he is. I haven't seen any Texans games this season. Devontae Adams, another good wide receiver there. And Mike Evans, 3 really talented wide receivers all in a row. And then we got Aaron Jones, who is no longer with, I think he's with the Vikings now, if I'm remembering right. Good running back. DeAndre Swift, another good running back there. And Justin Fields, who has been doing Yemeni work, or yeoman's work, as some people like to say. Justin Fields, that's an inside joke to my family. Not that any of my family ever watches my channel, but instead of yeoman's work, I always call it Yemeni work. It's just a little trait, a little fun thing that Dad does that nobody gets. Anyway, Justin Fields doing good work for Pittsburgh. This card is very thick, so we're going to save that for last, because that must be a mem card. Condre Miller and Devon Achane, who is a really good player. Devon Achane, I believe, might also have been injured. I haven't watched the Dolphins game, so I don't know that. Don't quote me on that. It could be true. It might not be true. I don't know. Anyway, our mem card here is a rookie ticket, and it's of, yes, it is of Stetson Bennett. Yeah, how about that? We get 2 Stetson Bennett's, and one of them is his mem card. Man, I can feel the energy just touching Stetson Bennett's uniform. Yes. I know a lot of you would like to be touching Stetson Bennett's uniform right now, but I'm the one who gets to do it. And there you go. That is today's rip. We did get a mem card out of there as promised. Was hoping for an auto card, but at least we got the mem card. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel today. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. You are all awesome, and I am so grateful for you coming out to the channel on this Tuesday. Hope that you will leave us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the episode. I certainly appreciate it, and it helps the channel a lot. I'll be back tomorrow with a pack battle with Average Joe. It will be a blaster box battle. I'm not going to tell you what the product is, but it will be enjoyable. It's a product I really enjoy, and I think Joe enjoys it too, or at least he pretends to, for my benefit, which Joe does a lot of things for my benefit, and I really appreciate it. He's a great friend and a great member of our hobby, and I cannot wait to battle with him yet again tomorrow. I'm going to go limber up for that right now. In fact, hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you back here soon. As always, happy collecting.